Hey Scorpio, I'm doing a reading for you for the new moon in Libra, right? What I was getting for you before I started the video, how I'm seeing your energy, I see I feel like you're getting like more connected with like channeling. Like I'm seeing like different people's energy, like you're like one solid person. I'm seeing like a shift of all these different energies like that you're going through, right? Like I feel like you're honestly like a really great chameleon at this time. Like I feel like you're able to blend and shift into any situation and scenario like that's needed, that's necessary, right? I feel like that's extremely helpful for you at this time. Like I feel like you're really picking up Libra energy, right? It is a sign that comes before you, so that is something that you've already gone through and completed. But at this time, like I feel like this is an energy that's coming to you based on like communication with others, right? Does that make sense? First out, we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this is something that you've waited for, honestly. I feel like this is one of your spiritual gifts that's kind of coming out, kind of showing its face for you here, right? I feel like this is something that you've been focused on, something that you've been cultivating here, right? I feel like you've been putting a lot of energy and time and effort into this, right? And I feel like you're finally starting to see like the fruits of your labor. I feel like you're finally starting to see like some results of what it is you've been like working so diligently at, working so hard for. I feel like there's a lot of seasons that you've had to like persevere through, right? Like a lot of different learning lessons. Like I feel like there's been like a lot of trial and error trying to get like your crops to like to produce what it is exactly you've been wanting, right? I feel like at this time you're kind of like taking a step back. I feel like you're getting like a bigger picture, right? And I feel like you're really taking into account like what it is, everything you've gone through, like what it's taken for you to like get to this point here, right? I feel like you're almost like making a system out of it, right? Like I feel like you're getting very detailed, very analytical about what it is that you've been working on here, right? Like I feel like you've gotten it down. I feel like things are finally starting to like go forward for you, like finally starting to like produce good results. And so I feel like you're almost like playing with the energy here, right? Like seeing what you could also do, right? Like I feel like you're not just satisfied with the results as they are, right? Like I feel like there's something in it. Like I feel like you keep like twerking things, tweaking things, figuring out different like formulas. Like this feels very mathematical. Very like precision, precise. Like it, I feel like there's money managing involved in this. I feel like you're really watching something work here, right? And I feel like because you invested in this, because you set out on this, because you keep putting energy into this, and it is something that you're really wanting, I feel like that's actually going to be coming about for you, right? Like I feel like because it was something that you worked on, because you did sit here in this energy long enough to accumulate all of the emotions and attachments to these things. I feel like the energy has no choice but to keep circling back to you. Like it's like continuation. I feel like you've been very mindful as to like what energy you've been like associating with. I just saw a star card. I feel like you've been very careful as to like what you're spending your time in, what you're spending your efforts in. And And I saw the Ace of Pentacles because I feel like you're not wanting to like involve yourself in things that you're not wanting to accumulate, right? And I just saw a Devil card. So I feel like you've been very serious, right? I feel like you've been almost stoic, right? I feel like you've just been doing like the things that you need to do, right? Because I feel like, you know, like this hard work is gonna like this hard work that you're putting in is really gonna pay off. Like, you're gonna be the fat cat at the end of the night. Like, you know this, and I feel like you're continuing in that. You're continuing in that energy. You know, if you stay focused, if you stay centered, you already put in the work, right? You already planted the seeds. And so it's really about just letting and allowing the energy work for you, right? We have the King of Cups. Scorpio, that's you. If this is not you, if you're not the King of Cups, you could be dealing with the King of Cups here, right? Once again, it's sitting in this energy, sitting in the cup, sitting in the emotion, growing these attachments, growing care for things, nurturing things. Really, it's almost like commitment energy here, right? I feel like this is really putting you in your masculine feminine energy. Does that make sense? It's the King of Cups. So it is masculine energy. It's a king, but it's also feminine energy here, right? I feel like you're really in a balanced nature here, right? I feel like you're not like rushing to do things. I feel like you're not forcing things to be done. I feel like you're really just going with the flow. I feel like that you've been learning to ebb and flow here, right? Especially with the Seven of Pentacles, to stay focused even in slow seasons, that knowing and having faith that things are going to come out just as they're supposed to, and that you're going to be taken care of. You're going to be fed. You're going to have plenty of money in the bank. You're going to have all the things that you're needing because you stayed here. You stayed looking out at your post here. Like, you kept focused on the projects that you were needing to grow. I feel like there's been like a lot of self-control here. Especially when like the water, like when the emotions are getting like kind of tough, kind of rocky, a little uncomfortable here. And then we have the Tower. That's you again, Scorpio. Even when things are getting like rocky and rough, like, you held down the fort, like you stayed focused, you stayed there. And that really benefited you, right? Because of the energy and focus that you put into it, it's almost like the projects that you have here are like protected. And so when these Tower cards hit, when these emotions come and like really start like rocking you back and forth here, you knew you built on solid ground. You knew you had a solid foundation. You knew that that your castle was going to be taken care of here, right? I feel like anything that's trying to like come up against you is almost like being taken out here, right? Like, I feel like if there's another energy, you see this boat behind him, like, I feel like if it's somebody else that's like coming in and interrupting your emotions, your water, your good vibes, your happy space, your happy feeling, right? Because I feel like this, I'm almost seeing like this water is like an aura around you. Like, I feel like it's like you have your aura, you have your emotions, you have like spirit around you, right? And like, this is clean water. Like, you're not going to be sitting in dirty stank ass bathtub water. Like, this is clean water. So if anybody's coming up and like trying to like rock you back and forth, take you off your square here, look, like, you're grounded. Like, nothing, even if this Tower were to come in and try to throw you off, it can't, right? Their home was not built on solid ground. Yours was, right? So even if somebody's coming in and like trying to like mess with you, get you off your game, get you off your focus here, I don't think that they're going to be able to. Keep in mind the projects that you've been working on, you've mastered it. Like, you're literally just messing with the energy at this time. Like, you're literally just seeing like, okay, if I do it this way, what can happen? Like, I feel, you know, like, you're not taking things too serious. You're not taking things too harsh any longer. Like, it's not like make it or break it. Like, I'm gonna eat or starve. You know, like, I feel like you're at a point in time in your life to where like you can literally just enjoy what it is you've worked so hard for, right? And you already know, like, even if something were to come in and get destroyed, like, you built it once, you can build it again. You know, like, it's not that serious. It's not that deep. And I think you're realizing that and you're understanding that. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that deep. I'm protected. I'm on solid ground. Like, I'm good. And even when things are coming up and, like, rocking against me here, like, I still have a drink in my hand. I still have something to smoke. I'm good. Like, I feel like you're realizing like what's really important here, right? Like, I feel like you're coming out of this fear space. Like, I feel like there was like a point in time in your life where you like were really scared that like, hey, if I move in this direction, I make these choices, if I do these things, like my life's gonna be over. Everything's gonna crash and burn to the ground. But it's like, no, like it's not. And even if something terrible were like that were to come in and happen, like, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna survive. You're a survivor. You made it how many years and you're still here? Like, nobody can take you down a Scorpio. The only person that can take down a Scorpio is a Scorpio, right? And I think you're realizing that. You could be up against a Scorpio here. We do have the King of Cups and the Tower. It could be Scorpio on Scorpio action here. If that's the case, well, just pour a little alcohol on him. He'll kill himself. I was reading that. Something about Scorpios. If you pour liquor on a scorpion, it'll like go crazy and like sting itself. I found that kind of crazy. Don't use that for bad. Scratch my nose there. I made it 30 years without knowing that. I feel like I've missed out a lot in life. Okay. Yep. Even if towers are to come in, even if bad stuff comes and hits you, because what is life, right? Like, no matter what you're dealing with or up against, like, you are still like finding like your ultimate happiness, your ultimate bliss. Like, you're realizing like the deeper meaning to life, like the true meaning, like the real happiness, you know, like, I think you're knowing and understanding like the bigger picture here. Like, you're not getting so tied up and caught up in like small things and small interruptions and small distractions, right? Because that's all they are. It's literally just to get you off focus because you were doing so good. That's all it is. You can't help that you were doing so good, just like you can't help that sometimes bad comes in, right? I mean, it's the ebb and the flow. It's a continuation here, right? But as long as you stayed grounded, you stay centered, you stay focused on the things that's really important. Look at this. Look, what are the things that are really important here to you? You know, being on a piece of land, being with your family, having kids, having a partner, you know, having a home, having water at your home, you know, like having a yard. Like, it's just like little things, having trees, having a garden, you know, it's just like little things. Like, what is it that is really happy for you? And even if these things are taken away, do you still find your happiness? Do you still find like the Ten of Cups? Is that something that you're still reaching out for here, right? Even if things are getting like taken away from you, even if you've lost a house, even if you've lost kids, even if you've lost a partner, even if your plant didn't grow, you know, like, I feel like you're still realizing like, okay, but like, if it was really for me, like it'll be restored. Like, it'll come to me when it's supposed to, right? And like, being okay with like letting the things go that aren't for you or that's being shifted around here, right? Like, that might not be the right partner for you. You know, that partner may have only been good for you for your life for like 2 years. You know, like, okay, your kids are grown now, but like, you still have all these memories. You still have grandbabies that are going to be coming. Like, you're focusing on like so many things, like the happy past, like the happy future, but also like finding like the happy moments like in the now, right? Like focusing on like the good things, focusing on the things that you actually want, things that you actually enjoyed, right? So that you can keep calling really beautiful memories, experiences like that in for you here, right? Like, okay, that partnership didn't work out, but like, do you remember all the good times? That doesn't mean like invite that person back into your life, but start focusing on the good things instead of like the heartbreaking times. You know, that way like you can call in somebody that you can have even more of those experiences with, and it maybe not be so hurtful or painful here, right? Like focusing on like the solution, like, okay, it's not like that now, but it can be. And so like holding faith, holding hope, and putting yourself in situations here that like can help cultivate that, help bring that forward here for you here, right? And I feel like that's part of the things that you're focusing on and like wanting to grow here. Like I feel like you're taking stock, you're taking inventory of your life, right? And where you're wanting it to go, right? Like everything you've accumulated up to this point, right? And like what it really is that you're wanting to bring in here, right? What is it that would make you happy, right? Even if, even through like times of trouble, you know, of times of, you know, distress, times of poverty, in times of loneliness, like what is it that you can call into your life that's gonna like keep you grounded, keep you happy, keep you focused, right? But learning also not to get too attached to those things, because those things can also get easily taken away, right? Learning to live with appreciation and enjoyment, but also detachment, right? What do they say? Too much of a good thing can also be a bad thing, right? Like you start appreciating it less, right? And I feel like that's honestly why there's a lot of pushing and pulling of energies that come in and leave in our lives, right? You know, sometimes we get too used to being comfortable. We get too used to having like the connections and the people and the things around us. And when you get comfortable, like you're not growing, right? Like you've taken your little area, right, and you made it comfortable, but that area doesn't grow larger. That area doesn't expand or shift or change, right? Like it's kind of like life's big turns, right? And it's, you know, I think you're realizing that, right? Like even if one of these things in this grand big picture gets taken away, like you know that something else will come in and like not replace it, but like keep you from feeling empty-handed, right? Like if anything in your happiness gets taken away here, like there's always going to be a rebound replacement energy here, right? And it's not just relationships here, right? Like if there's like if you don't have a place to stay, like sure enough, very shortly you're gonna find a place to stay, you know, like okay, you quit dating somebody, but sure enough, shortly there will be another person for you to, you know, to be in love with. Okay, your kids are grown, but sure enough there's gonna be a grandbaby soon. You know, it's like you have to realize and remember, like we're not on our own time, we're on God's time, right? And when we're ready for these energies to be in our lives, like they will be, right? And don't go grocery shopping when you're hungry, right? Don't be man hunting when it's been a while, ladies. Don't just take, you know, any old job just because you're, you know, needing a paycheck, you know, like be careful as to like what it is, you know, that you're accepting into your life here. And then we have the sun. I feel like you're getting true enlightenment, Scorpio. I feel like you're getting true enlightenment as to what your happiness is, what it's going to take to get there. The steps, the process that you're gonna need to do to get there. Like I feel like you're in a like an in-between state, an in-between space, right? Like where it's life's good, it's a hell of a lot better than what it was, but I'm not quite there yet. Like there's still some things that I'm wanting to like fix, some things I'm wanting to like change or replace here. And I feel like you've been enlightened on that. I feel like you've been enlightened on just realizations of like we're not here to be punished, you know, like life's enjoyment, like, you know, like learning like the cyclical things, like the bigger picture, what's really important in our lives, right? I feel like you're having like a lot of understanding at this time, right? I feel like you're valuing connections a lot more as well, right? What is the Seven of Pentacles? Oh, let's not grab that one. What is the Seven of Pentacles? We have the Lovers. I feel like you've been very contemplative about love, about a relationship here. You could be thinking about past lovers here, right? I feel like you could be looking at how things were. I'm feeling very like sexual nature here, right? Like I feel like you could be thinking about like how things were, how you want things to be, right? You could be dealing with a Gemini. I really feel like this is heavily somebody that you have like a love relationship with, though, right? It could be somebody that mirrors you here, right? And then we have the Magician. I feel like you're manifesting a partner. I feel like you're really focus. Like I feel like you're doing like almost like a list of like what it is like that you hope to find in a partner. Like the things that I saw the Queen of Pentacles here. Like you could, I feel like you're heavily thinking on like a partnership here, a marriage. Somebody that you're wanting to settle down with. I feel like you're really manifesting this into your life here at this time. Instead of focusing on the things that you didn't like in these relationships, I feel like you're focusing more on like, okay, but this is really what I want it to be like, right? Instead of like harboring on like the negative, bad things, I feel like you're like focused on like the good, sweet, lovey energies here, right? Because I feel like that's what you're wanting to manifest, right? You could be, I feel like you're in a notebook. I feel like you're writing down in a notebook, like, you know, how tall you want them to be, how they are in a family, how, you know, what kind of work you want them to do, you know, what kind of personality you want them to have. Like, I feel like you're getting very descriptive and very detailed for about this partner that you're wanting to call in, right? I feel like if people are coming in, I feel like there's a lot of people that are going to be coming in that are like similar, right, to what it is you're wanting. It's like false positives, right? Don't settle for people that they didn't make your list. Like if you make a list, like you're calling that into the universe, right? And so as all these like false positives keep coming up to you, don't accept it if it's not really what you're wanting. Like I feel like if you're accepting things that you're not really wanting, that's like telling the universe, yeah, that's really what I want, I'll settle for this, right? Don't do that. And we have the Emperor. I feel like you're very heavily calling in like your spouse, your marriage partner, your husband here. If you're a man, I feel like you're calling in your wife. I feel like you're getting very serious as to what it is you're wanting and how you're going to make that happen here, right? Like I feel like you just heard like St. Peter's horn or something, and like you just like the angels told you, hey, it's time to settle down, it's time to get married now. Like I feel like, okay, you know, like, all right, let's go. I feel like it's just like an instantaneous, like, okay, like it's time now. Like I've been playing for how long? What is this Nine of Cups? I feel like this is you sitting here waiting, right? I feel like this has been you sitting here waiting. And here all these people keep bringing in these cups. Okay, do you want this one? Do you want this? I feel like it's almost like your false positives to get you to like the 10 of Cups here, right? And you're like, no, I'm not taking that one. That's not my cup. I'm not taking that one. It's not my cup. It's not my cup. I feel like you've been doing that here. I feel like that's been making. I feel like that's almost putting you in. Oh, sorry. I feel like sorry. I feel like that's almost putting you in like, is this ever gonna happen? I feel like you feel. It's like, oh, I really kind of did want this cup down here. Like, should I really have like told it? No. Like, I feel like these are your options here, and you're like, you're turning down some people, some energies here. And there's some that you really wanted, but it really wasn't quite for you. It didn't feel right? And so I feel like you didn't take it. I feel like I feel like it is making like the other people that you're dealing with sad, and then we have the Empress. I feel like it is making like the other people sad, but I feel like it's also making you sad here, right? I feel like you're getting real tired of like having to like turn people down. Like I feel like you're wanting to just like, why can't my person just show up? I feel like you're getting like tired of waiting. The Empress and the Emperor are almost side by side. The Emperor is in more like a manifesting, analytical energy. And the Empress is more like in her wish fulfillments, right? Like I feel like she's kind of like it's kind of like she's looking out at this castle here, like, why can't I have my happy home? Why can't I? You know, like I feel like she's kind of like losing faith here a little bit, right? Getting sick and tired of being sick and tired of waiting. I feel like that's what it is. Like, I feel like she just, you know, and you still have 2 cups back here, you know, like. And then we have the 2 of Swords. Yeah. I feel like you're not really looking at any of the options that you have going on. I feel like you're just not really paying attention to it. I feel like even if your wish fulfillment did come in at this time, I feel like you're going to be so distracted by like all of the things that have gone wrong that it's going to be a little harder for you to appreciate like the things that are going right for you here, right? Like there's good things that sorry, my feet are so itchy. There's there's good things happening for you here. You just can't see them yet. Like they're here. You just can't see them yet, right? And yeah, you just can't see these 2 of Cups down here yet. You have them coming in. You just can't see them. And I feel like you're just in that space of, I'm tired of not being able to see it. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of dealing with a whole bunch of crap that I don't really want to deal with. So why am I even still trying? Like, I feel like there's almost like an irritation with this Empress. It's not that she's not getting what she wants. She's still getting what she wants. Keep that in mind. The Empress is still getting what she wants. I think it's just more or less like tired of dealing with the energies that aren't what she wants. Like it's the Empress. She has an abundance of everything. Right? And so if you have an abundance of everything, you're gonna get bad stuff too. Like you're gonna have to deal with the bad stuff. That's just, you know, and you just deal with it. I feel like the Empress could also have like a secret admirer here. Like I feel like there's an energy here, right, that is her wish fulfillment. We have this under the 9 of Cups, but she's just not seeing it yet, right? She can't see the 2 of Cups. She's not looking at nothing. I feel like the Empress has a secret admirer here, right? And then we have the King of Cups. It could be with the King of Cups. That could be any water sign masculine, or it could just be a masculine figure who is really in his feminine nature. That is quite intuitive, right? That does connect a lot with their feelings and their emotions here, right? And we have the King of Swords. This could be somebody who talks about their emotions a lot, right? Like, yeah, it's one thing for like men to have emotions, but like, and it's one thing for men to be like very wordy and talkative and like, you know, very conversational, but it's another thing for a man to be very conversationalist, involving his emotions and feelings, right? That's different. I feel like you could be dealing with this energy here. Anybody with heavy water or any masculine with heavy water or air placements, right? We have the Three of Cups. Yeah. You could be having a drink here with a King of Cups and a King of Swords, right? They could be inviting you out to go have a drink here, to go celebrate something, to go have dinner and drinks, right? We have the Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you have several like love offers. Ooh. Sorry. And I had to wear socks today. I had to wear socks. That's funny. Sorry. Okay. On the day I wear socks. I never wear socks. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's a group of people trying to get you out, could be taking you on a date here. It is the Page of Wands. I feel like it could just be like some masculine energies, like just wanting to spend time with you here, right? I don't feel like it's too serious, right? Like I feel like it's more like a group setting. I feel like people are really just wanting like a moment of your time here. I feel like people are trying to shoot their shot. Trying to get in where they can fit in with you. I feel like this Empress is very observing here, right? And has like a lot of energies wanting to be involved, right? Wanting to like help her out here. And once again, it's just more of these options, right? Like I feel like you have like 9 options. Like you can drink from any of these cups, like any of them, they're all yours, right? And I feel like there's a lot of options. There's a lot of people wanting to come in and be involved in this energy here, right? It's so cloudy today. It's like it's a Scorpio vibe. I dig it. I dig it. Okay, what is this Tower card? I feel like the people that are not for you, I feel like that's being quickly shown, right? Like, yeah, you have like a group of people here, a group of people like surrounding you and wanting to party here, right? But like here they are also like falling down out of the window. Like, I feel like it's if it's people that are not for you, it's gonna be shown instantly. I don't think. Let's get into the Tower card before I start speaking on that. I feel like there could be like people like fighting each other over you. Over this Empress here, right? And I feel like that's almost like excusing them for you. It's like, I'm not dealing with that. Like, that's too much. Like, you're fighting each other and I'm not even anywhere involved in that, right? Like, I feel like, I just saw the Eight of Swords and the Two of Cups. I didn't take them, but I feel like somebody's getting like, when it comes to making like one decision on like picking a partner, picking a relationship, we have the Page of Swords. I feel like a tower's gonna come down after somebody's been spying, right? I feel like, yeah, this Page of Swords is looking right at this Three of Cups. Like, he's eyeballing it, right? I feel like a tower could have hit after this party, after this get together here, right? I feel like somebody was feeling very territorial, right, over their connection that they had with this Empress here, with this partner. I feel like it's somebody that you have like childlike innocence with. I feel like it's a pretty deep connection here. I feel like they're coming in and they're like kicking people out of this party left and right, like just everybody's going, right? Like I feel like he was staring this down here, sitting right next to it, and it almost looks like he's about to swing his sword. He's like protecting these kids over here, right? It looks like he's about to come in and like kick these people out. Like, no, you don't belong here. This is not your home. You don't get to be here. Like, I feel like it's somebody that has very deep care for you, a very genuine connection. And I feel like they kind of see what's going on. I feel like they have like an eagle eye perspective. I feel like they have been watching you. They have been creeping a little bit. And I feel like they don't want anybody coming in and like messing with something that I feel like they stake your claim. Like I feel like somebody like kind of claimed you. You see them giving them like flowers. I feel like somebody felt like they kind of claimed you, and I feel like somebody really doesn't like people coming in and like messing with like the sweet, beautiful energy, nature that like you two are sharing here, right? And I feel like they're going to do everything and anything to protect it here, right? Yeah, and we have the Four of Wands. It could be, it could be in a home. You could be doing this with your children, protecting your children, right? But it looks very much so like, it looks like somebody's protecting their home and their marriage, right? And their children. I feel like if you were dealing with multiple energies here, like, I feel like that's being corrected. Like if somebody has like really true, genuine feelings for you, I feel like they're going to come in, and I don't feel like they're going to allow anything to take down this home that they built here, right? Like, I feel like somebody sees this, like foresees this energy coming about, right? And this is their home. This is their castle. Like, this is their marriage. They're not going to allow anybody to come in and take this from them, right? And I feel like it is somebody coming in and like, this Ten of Cups for me really is somebody that's, I feel like, stepping up and like, no, like this connection really means something to me. Like this, like, no, like I really do want to be with you. Like this, you are the person that I feel like it's going to take somebody like standing up and like almost like fighting for what it is that they're really wanting here, right? Like standing up and like, no, like you cannot have this, right? Like I feel like for ultimate happiness and wish fulfillment to come in, which is this Ten of Cups, which is this happy family, this happy home, this happy life here. I feel like you're doing like damage control almost before like the damage happens, right? Like I feel like you're staking your claim. I feel like if you really feel strongly about somebody or something, or you really desire it, I feel like you're not keeping your mouth closed. Like I feel like you have no problem like setting the record straight. Like, no, you are the person I want to be with. This is what we're going to do. This is when we're getting married. Like, I feel like, look at them. They're like shouting from the rooftops. No, this is our plan. Like, I feel like you're getting really serious, very open, very free, with how you really feel, what you really want, and really allowing the universe to come in and like work for you. That doesn't mean like, okay, the universe is gonna, break up Bob and Sue so that me and Sue can get back together. No. I feel like if you want to be with Sue, you better get your ass up and you better go tell Sue. Don't marry Bob. I love you, Sue. I feel like it's really something like that. Like really, like I feel like there was a lot of like Mercury retrograde, like a lot of confusion here, right? That could have like got your like wires crossed here. And like, look, I feel like the wires had been twisted, and like once you kind of like roll them out and really like set things straight here, like line up the facts, line up your 9 cups, and then you add one more, right? Like I feel like you were missing like your final piece, your final like little like I just need one more thing, and then I can have my 10 of cups, and then I can settle down and be happy. I can get my life that I'm really wanting here, right? And I feel like you were, just kind of waiting for like the right time, the right opportune time. And I feel like that came in, right? And I feel like that final cup was really like just you standing up for yourself, for what you want to happen, for what you want your life to be. I feel like without that, you'd still be stuck at the 9 of cups, which isn't too bad, but it's not, your 10 of cups is not you wanting to settle down with something here, right? I feel like, yeah, it's like they're shouting to the world, like once you admit, to what it is you want, admit to where it is you want to go, who you want to be with, right? What you want to be doing, and fully embrace that energy here, right? I feel like your wildest dreams are going to be coming true. I feel like it really just took you having like the courage to stand up, for what you believe in, for what you really want here, right? Yeah, and we have the 4 of cups. I feel like you had, once again, I feel like you kept waiting around. Like you accumulated this whole 9 of cups here, right? But I feel like you kept like waiting around for like the right time. And, I feel like the time is now. Like all of this is everything like that you've been manifesting. All of this is everything you've been putting energy work into, right? And then we have the 3 of Pentacles here, right? I feel like you have like a group of people around like helping you, almost like helping you recognize where it is you're wanting to go, like what it is you're wanting to build, right? Like I feel like you have somebody like almost like speaking words over you, right? Like pointing things out, like helping you to see, like, okay, here's the weak spots, this is where we're wanting to build. Like, I feel like you've been speaking to somebody about like the blueprint, like the goals, the plans, what it is you're wanting to accomplish in your life, like the things that you're supposed to be accomplishing here, right? Like, I feel like your vision's been set, for what it is you're really supposed to be doing here, right? And I feel like you have a lot of I feel like you have a lot of help from other people around you. Kind of helping guide and direct you so that when these opportunities do come in, you're not going to miss your chance, right? Like I feel like when you have some of these opportunities come in, like I feel like you're going to like almost like instantaneously know like, okay, this is for me, this is not for me. This is my chance, this is not my chance. Like I feel like you're just going to know. Like I feel like you have a lot of help directing you into the right direction. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. Yes. I feel like you have, there's nowhere to go but up, right? Like, I feel like you have so much help directing you, helping you grow, helping you get to where you're supposed to be. I feel like you're doing that for others here as well. I feel like you're helping others. I feel like you almost found like gold. I feel like you struck gold. Like you found what it is that makes you happy, how to get there. And I feel like you've been sharing that with others as well. I feel like you really worked on yourself. I feel like you really worked on yourself. I feel like You've really been helping others. And for that, I feel like you're being repaid. What is this Sun card? What is this Sun card? 9 of Swords. I feel like if there's been any like dark, creepy spots in your like forethought and your thought processes, which we are talking about Scorpio here, any place of like worry and doubt, right? Any place that you go in your mind that's almost like preventing you from taking the actions that you need to take, preventing you from going to the places that you need to, right? Like I feel like there's almost an energy here that you keep getting in your head, right? You almost prevent yourself from going and doing the things that you're really wanting to do here, right? And I feel like the sun's coming out on that. I feel like it's dispelling any of the dark, creepy, crawly places, any of the places that's preventing you from where you're needing to go. Like I feel like that's being let go of here. And then we have the high priestess. You already know that. You already know anything that you have fear or doubt about is just fear and doubt. It's not reality. They're not facts. That's literally just bullshit. Literally, like, what is a fear? And fear is not even an opinion. You know, like, fear is lower than an opinion. And I feel like you're realizing that, like, okay, but it's not facts. That's not what's really going to be coming to my life. You know, like, I feel like you're realizing that and you're seeing that here, right? And we have the devil. I feel like you're seeing where you're getting in your own way. I feel like you're seeing your own toxic patterns, your own toxic behavior here. I feel like you're realizing like the only problem that you have is really you, right? I feel like you're realizing the only person that can make these changes in your life is you, right? Like you can't blame anybody. You can't be a victim. You can't keep staying stuck and tied up and bound to things that aren't bringing any good into your life, right? Like just hairy winged creatures, you know, like I feel like your fears are I feel like your fears are almost like an addiction for you. I feel like your worry is almost an addiction for you. I feel like you're knowing that, you're seeing that, you're recognizing that, and I feel like that's something that you're really working through here. I feel like you're learning to get out of your own way. We have the Hierophant on the bottom here. I feel like you're learning to get out of, and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're learning to get out of your own way. Quit self-sabotaging. Allow yourself to be successful. Allow yourself to be wonderful. Allow yourself to be beautiful. You know, quit trying to hide who you are. Who you are is very important here, right? Fears and all, like it's all wonderful. It's all beautiful here, right? But focusing on like the good, right? Focus on the things that you actually do want instead of the fears, because the more you keep harping on the fears, the more that's going to keep calling energies like this into your life. Like the fears, you're just going to keep bringing fears, right? Like learning to let things go, not be fearful of the things that that you're seeing, that you're working through, that you're dealing with here, right? You know, not allowing do I just have spaghetti hands today? Just spaghetti hands. I have noodles for fingers. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's get one card out for how you can help heal this energy. Oh, and thank you guys for liking and subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, I just felt heat all on my shoulders. Okay. Create. Oh, that's two. Meditate and create art. I feel like when you're meditating, I feel like I don't believe you are literally just in the land of blankness. I feel like you're out here like recreating the world in your meditation space. I feel like you're having the most vivid, beautiful, luxurious places to visit in these meditations here. I feel like you're pulling in some pretty creative, pretty magical energies here in your meditation space. Whatever you do, especially in your times of like busy, in your times of you know, like the daily grind of life, don't forget to take these times out and really put back into yourself, right? Like, okay, yeah, creating art is a little bit, you know, like you're pushing that out into the world here, but it's still doing something for you, right? It's still important. It's still doing something creative, like an outlet, like you're channeling your energy. Don't forget that even in like just your busy seasons, like to take time out to find creative channels, to find ways to process your life, like the things that you're going through, whether it's writing, whether it's reading, whether it's meditating, doing something physically with your hands, whatever it is, like take that time out just for you, right? Like you will not, you know, spend your life saying, oh, I wish I hadn't have taken more time out for myself. Like you will never do that. Like take as much time out for yourself that you need, right? I feel like that's really gonna help you. I feel like when it is time for you to actually like work and like jump in and like make some money, because you took that time out to like work on yourself and be one with yourself and enjoy your space and your time and your energy, I feel like it's going to help you even more, right? Okay. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.